it's freaking scary. How the hell is anyone who's gonna marry into another relationship with someone who's not even about the iman, who's about the deen? How are they supposed to go on the right path after that? Like, do you know how much more difficult it is when you marry somebody who has not a thought of iman or deen inside of in his mind? Is that not frightening? Because I feel like when you marry someone who is on the deen, your life will start to go towards it, because
Right.
they're focused. One person's focused, but if no one's focused on it, and they're focused on the competition of money and wealth and seeing how to front,
Mm-hmm.
how the hell are they supposed to go to the right path?
I get what you're saying, but somebody who's wilding and doesn't have the want to be religious, why would they marry someone who hasn't want to be religious?
Of course,
Then it would just be complete like
But it's just,
destruction.
it's just scary to think, because you're looking at two people who don't have visions of Allah in their mind, and they're getting together, and it's just, I sit back and I get scared. I'm like, bro, like what the hell is going on, dude?
See,
Like, how are you supposed to dig yourself out of that one?
something I've realized is if something goes wrong in your life, you always turn back. No matter who you are, you can be an atheist, and
Yeah.
if something's going bad in your life, you're gonna turn to God. You're gonna be,
Yeah.
people pray like, if there's a God, please help me.
This guy said that he was an atheist, and he actually said he prays. He occasionally prays.
I mean, what are you supposed to do? But even those people are eventually gonna go through something in their lives where they have to pray. Where Allah's gonna pull them back to Him. And
Subhanallah.
and if they are both, because if Allah made everyone in pairs, so if somebody's not on the path, I think their pair should be someone who's not on the path too. So when they do have that click and they do have that thing, they can work on it together.
Yes,
If one
subhanallah.
is on the path, the other isn't, then it's just one person trying to fix the other, and that's never gonna be good. It's just gonna be one person nagging, the other person saying you're not doing anything.
Subhanallah. Yeah.
It's just gonna end with destruction.
So it's like, because it's like, if one person in that relationship starts to be like, what am I doing in my life? I need to start focusing on Allah. Then he's gonna talk to his wife like, I know we're not godly people, but maybe we should start, like, kind of like that. And then the girl would be like, okay, let's give it a shot.
See,
Subhanallah, bro. Subhanallah.
I feel like something would happen in their lives, like a death, a
tragedy.
tragedy, something
I think it's all these tragedies that happen. Yeah.
that like is they pick up the hands and they're like, "Ya Allah, help me."
Subhanallah.
And at that point, what are they supposed to do? They pray, right?
Mhm.
If not pray, at least make dua. And then slowly it takes what, 30 days to build a habit.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
So I mean, if you have a major tragedy, you don't need to pray for 30 days. Make that one. That just maybe if you just make a dua for them every day.
Yeah.
That
time.
into a habit, and then what happens? Then you have Allah on your mind just a little bit, and it builds on that. Next strategy, you start praying namaz, or you start doing a little bit more.
Yeah.
Our life is full of
Opportunity to turn
let's
towards
call it
Allah.
opportunities to get closer to Allah.
There's no end until you die.
No, not at all.
There's just, man.
Unless you're Pharaoh and Musa alayhi salam made dua for you not to turn Muslim.
Bro, that's scary, bro. Dude, he was trying to say the kalima on the last moment. Can you, first of all, imagine that? After doing all these sins, after all this arrogant stuff he's been doing, completely rejecting Allah, completely verbally, with his physical actions, everything. The last moment, he still had no actual, like, respect for what he was doing himself. That he even knew himself. He's like, okay, fine, okay, I'll say the shahada in the
See-
end. Like, he didn't even die in an honorable way, in a worldly sense, bro.
It said that Jibreel alayhi salam was shoving rocks down his throat.
Yeah, bro, kicking dirt and stuff in his face.
Yeah, like,
That's so scary, bro.
but I think, yes, that's a true story, but that applies so much to today.
What do you mean?
Because today there's so many instances where we're like, okay, tomorrow we'll start doing this good deed, or we're young,
Oh,
we're
shoot.
young right now,
Oh my
we'll
God.
start praying later,
Oh my god,
and we'll become religious later. We're young right now. We're just trying to have fun.
bro, that's scary.
What did he say? He's like, I know I'm not God, but I love the world, so let me just act like this now, maybe later I turned Allah, because he knew Allah was the truth. Like, you could not deny Musa alayhi salam.
Yeah, no way.
There's no way the miracles he had. If you're seeing it, like,
Only a slave of Allah can have that.
like how are you gonna be like, oh, you're anything other than a slave of Allah?
Subhanallah, bro.
Like, you split the sea. How at that point you're like, oh, this guy is just a normal human being? Like how? Right? Yeah. So he obviously knew that, like, but his arrogance was like, oh, I'll just kill him and then I'll still be alive.
And then, yeah.
And later, when I die of old age, that's when I'll maybe turn back to Allah.
Astaghfirullah, you're so freaking right.
And it's literally the same thing we do today.
The moment he was dying, he was like, okay, shoot, I think I'm actually dying now. Let me turn to Allah. I thought I was going to survive a couple more years. Dude. Astaghfirullah. Can you imagine? Put yourself in the position. Astaghfirullah. You're literally dying. You're just trying to say the Shahada because you realize, oh my God, you've messed up your whole life. And the moment you see the angel of death, he looks at you and he says, it's too late. No point in even saying anything. Think about that. Then, rest of eternity. Oh my God.